Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sore Feet Adventures. Where we left off, the rest of the party has kind of wound down for the night after Oakley won the drinking contest. And he received a guest late at night who left a message to Balsa, who gave it to Belle, who gave it to Oakley. I think everyone was falling asleep. Or, I think, Belle, you're in the room reading, and Oakley has just left the room, right?
I take the elevator up to the floor that is designated where to meet.
The platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You're heading up there with the note. And do you have anything else with you? Or you just have
I have my armor and my short sword and a small pouch of gold.
Alright. You make it up there and you see a different door, or a different kind of elevator. Master Dwarf.
There's also 5 platinum in the bag as well.
Okay. Alright. You kind of open it as you go up to the top floor. That was a great match, Master Oakley.
Yes, it was.
You walk out, they do close it. They close the door and it kind of goes back down.
Okay.
You're out there. There's actually not too many people on the top floor now. Like most of them kind of... You see a couple kind of over at the edges.
I'm gonna go to the bar. Or some more liquid courage. Haven't had enough.
Alright. They're getting you a drink. There's pretty much you see another dwarf. Alright, how strong? You like the courage to go and, face your friends, or you want courage to face a dragon?
Don't plan on meeting any dragons today. Friends will do.
Alright. 2 shots. Going it. Giving you a drink.
And I pass on the required amount, I guess.
You put it back. You're a platinum member. You drink free up here.
Ah. Nice perk.
Hey. What brings you... it's a great match. What brings you up here?
Well, apparently someone fancies me. I know. I find it hard too.
I didn't say anything.
And he kind of opens up an envelope and shows the kiss mark with lipstick.
I wonder if it's... Oh, looky here. I think it's the beauty in the corner.
I slowly turn my head.
You turn, you do see a hand raised.
A what?
You see a dwarf and a dwarven woman over the corner raise their hand, waves you. Looks like she has a drink in her other hand, just drinking it slowly.
And I give her a grin and a nod, and I take my drink over. And I thank the bartender.
Alright. Have a good night. Kind of waves.
I hope so. And he goes over and says, "Excuse me, ma'am. Will this happen to be your handiwork?"
Oh, good. I'm glad your friends gave you my note.
What does this dwarf look like, by the way?
By Dwarven standards, she's quite attractive. She's wearing kind of a... She got a low front, kind of so you get a full view of kind of the cleavage and
Does she look strong?
She does look pretty strong. She got nice...
Oakley would be happy then.
She looks like she can hold her own in a fight.
Okay. Reliable.
Yeah, she got the crimson lipstick. Her hair, she kind of got long, kind of curly orangish hair.
Okay. He looks at the chair and says, "Well, would you be obliged to let me acquaint myself with this chair?"
What, are you asking if you can just sit down with her?
Yes.
That's
exactly
what he said.
Wow.
That is what he said.
Of course.
And sit down. "Now, I am Oakley Sootbeard. You may have already heard that, but I like to introduce myself. A new baby."
I am Lenore. She pulled her hand out for you.
What's her name?
Lenore.
Lenore.
Yeah. She goes and gives you a firm handshake.
I give her a firm handshake, too.
Ah, nice strong hands.
That's right. Strong as ever, I train every morning.
And a nice groomed beard. Kind of stroking your beard.
Don't do much for the beard, it's just natural.
I like a dwarf who takes care of his appearance.
Well, I do my own hair, shave it with my blades. Quite proud of that.
And the fact that you're up after a couple hours of taking that wee drink from the flask of Moradin.
I wouldn't say it was a wee drink, I'll be modest, but I have the bloodline of my ancestors to thank.
Oh, the bright blades, right?
Aye.
Yes, I remember you yelled it out loud enough for everyone to hear. Quite impressive.
Hope it brought honor to my ancestors.
I'm sure it did. Not everyone can say they're a champion, especially in the Voodoo Palace. She kind of drink her drink slowly, and she kind of has a plate, kind of just like snacking on it a little bit. So what brings you here?
Well, kind of nonchalantly flips open the envelope. I was hoping a beautiful woman, and I was correct.
She smiles. She kind of looks like a little blush and says, "Oh, right. So are we going to exchange small talk, or do you wish to head back to my room
And enjoy finer ale together?
of course?
I agree.
The rooms up here are quite nice." She kind of goes up to you and she kind of whispers in your ear, "Dorish, soundproof."
And
she's gotta- Strokes there and she kind of walks towards the
he stands up and leads the way. Or he follows.
You see the
Lets her
dwarf,
lead
you
the
see
way.
the bartender. Nods you, thumbs up to you.
I give a thumbs up behind my back.
All right. You follow there and she's like, "You're not going to roll anything."
No.
You have a great night.
I do.
And you have a great night and whatnot. Early in the morning, you are awakened to a very sharp pain.
Okay.
And you take
If they're attacking me while I'm asleep, because I'm unconscious and all that stuff, it's critical.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it would be, so it's on full, yeah.
Yeah. Just to be fair.
Shit.
I like the thing is just Team Forest starts like,
How much health do you have?
I have 125.
Oh, right. I'm just checking. You take 80 damage. You just wake up suddenly to a sharp pain. Like, ah!
Okay. What do I wake up to? What do I see?
You wake up to a naked dwarf woman stabbing you in the chest.
Okay.
And she just stabbing you with daggers just all the way down to the hilt in your chest.
I look up at her. Is this the same woman?
It is the same woman.
I say, I didn't realize you were into that kink. Well, I have to decline. And I'm gonna try to wrestle her off and push her to the ground.
All right, roll athletics. You like literally trying to grapple her
Yeah.
first? She's stabbing you. All right.
Tried to save his life.
You sure did. I failed you, Coin. I failed you. I should have just went with it.
21 and 14, so 21.
24. She wrestles out of it with acrobatics. That's great.
Okay.
And she she kind of I'm gonna say for that because she stabbed you once, she's gonna pull back and kind of pull the knives out and you kind of start bleeding heavily.
Okay.
She pulls back and she's backed up in the room where all your stuff is and she's in front of it.
Okay.
Between you and all your gear.
You want me to roll initiative?
Yep.
oh no, oh no.
So hang on.
Didn't Okri leave most of his stuff in the room
Most stuff. Yeah.
downstairs?
Besides my armor and my short sword and a small pouch of gold. Yeah.
He's naked now. They're both naked. She just has daggers.
Nike.
Dexterity
Oh,
is
shit.
+3. Okay, 10. That's not the best AC.
This is how Okri died.
Okay. Initiative
She rolled a nat 20.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's not going to make a difference because I got a 6.
Okay.
Damn lady.
Oh.
Okay. Let me add a short sword to...
Do you still have your, oh yeah, you probably still do have your stone, right?
my stone? Yeah.
I don't think you take that off, or
No.
unless you would have.
No.
So you have the stone.
Damn it, I should have sneezed in chat at Okri. Just randomly.
I also have all my rings and stuff. Oh,
Or just say something really
What's your initiative?
unattractive, like
I'm initiative
Vomit.
6.
All right.
I rolled a
Message
6.
in random words.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
But, no, I rolled technically. Yeah, I rolled a 3, which is a 6. My dex is a 16.
oh no.
So I rolled lower than that. But either way, total 6.
All right. She's gonna go and attack you. Just kind of moves. I don't think we're in one room. I don't think I need to
No.
make. Yeah. So she's kind of between you. She's gonna move up and attack you.
Okay.
And she rolled to hit you. Oh, you have no armor. What's your base AC right now?
13.
Okay.
Because it's 10 plus your dex.
She hits you.
Yeah, she fucking does.
And she hits you both.
Well,
Both attacks.
thankfully,
Dex.
she's, doesn't have the surprise on me anymore.
That is true. Right there. And she rolled pretty bad though. You take another 10 damage.
Okay, one moment, please.
This is with both of her attacks.
Chottomate.
Thanks. Another 10 damage.
Yep.
Okay. My turn now.
Yep.
Well, I'm a fighter, and I don't give up. So, bonus action. We use second wind, so that's 1d10 plus your fighter's level.
Yep.
Mind if I use your dice?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
1.
That's 10 back, plus, as an action, I'm going to do a dodge, going into a defensive stance. I also have my Parapata healing on me, and I regain in total, well, from the action, 25 health, and from that, so in total, 35 health back.
All right. You kind of get your second breath. You're just like, oh, you're still bleeding pretty profusely from the chest, just and from the slash she gave you.
And to interact with an object, which is a free action, basically, actually, no, technically, using the sending stone would be an action. So, I'm going to yell out, "Assassin!"
You're yelling it out.
Yeah.
She's gonna smile at you. Soundproof room.
Right.
She just smiles.
And just gonna, I guess, roll off the bed for my movement, grab the covers, and that's about it.
All right. She jumps onto the bed and just dives at you. And she's gonna make an attack.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yep. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, it's a dodging.
Dodge action.
Dodge.
Okay. Yep. All right. First one misses. But you're 13, right?
13, yeah. First one misses, then they miss.
Yep. And that's
So they miss.
and second one hits.
And second one is okay.
And it does 9 damage. So it just stabs you in the shoulder. It's,
Okay, that's fine.
kind of digging in there. You're just like, and it's your turn.
Very well. I'm going to go over to my armor, and
You have to go. She's kind of between you and the armor.
she's on the bed now.
Yep. She's, but you're gonna go around. Or you're gonna try and.
Okay, so if this was the bed and I was laying up, she was right here, right? And then she went over here where my armor is. I went on this side. She's on the bed now.
Yeah, she went over.
Now I'm gonna go over
You're
here.
gonna run over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my movement, take the sword, and as I'm interacting, picking it up would probably be an action. Action surge. I'm going to use the sending stone and say to the group where I am.
Top floor.
Room precisely like the number, and because I would be paying attention to that.
Okay. It would be. Let's say room 8.
Okay, top floor, room 8. I'm being attacked by my would-be lover.
Does this wake us up?
Belle?
I'm probably already awake by now if I went to bed right after he left.
Well, the thing is, if you
Good.
trance instead of sleep, you're always
But
awake.
either way, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd still hear. Does it sound genuine?
Yes. But it's very...
Well, yeah, I know, but like somebody's fucked up a lot.
You can roll an insight.
I am under attack.
Okay, good. It's like 13.
You know, Oakley doesn't really make the jokes of him being attacked.
Yeah, fair. He's actually gonna like sprint and use like expeditious retreat and shit. To go.
You're gonna take the elevator? You're gonna...
Technically, he can't go upstairs because he doesn't have a platinum card. He will try and find staff.
You do find a staff over on one of the walkways. Just hopefully mind their business.
Stop them. He looks very like
Oh,
urgent. My friend upstairs in
I'm
the
a
platinum
friend.
might be using that word to get like a bit more response to people.
It's not real.
He went upstairs. He won the drinking contest yesterday.
oh, Oakley, hi, he can hold a drink.
He's upstairs in room 8. Please send somebody in to go help him. He's being attacked right now.
Sounds like a good time.
No! Now!
From top floor, all right, come on, come on. It's kind of motion. So you see it's kind of one of the guards that you're talking to.
Yeah.
So I was also holding the bed sheet in my hand. I'm gonna just drape it over myself, kind of like a toga.
All right. Hold all the dwarven pride, cover it all up.
Yeah,
Kind of the blood kind of soaks into it as you wrap it around.
that's fine.
She saw you grab it. She's like, she raises her hand. Your friend's not gonna get here in time.
I just need to outlast you.
Good luck, Tylen. She get heads out, protect you. I'm gonna roll that, and then I'm gonna do for Belle.
Okay.
So that's a hit. Oh, she almost got a crit. And that's it. Both hit.
Question: you said there's something about that armor.
Mhm.
It was it cast off or what was it?
What, the arm that she had?
No, I had.
Oh,
Boon,
the
the one that he got.
the cask. I mean the
No.
keg?
No,
Armor.
the-
There's
You
armor.
said the armor was cast on or cast off or something, where it's
Um,
easily able to do something.
Dude just took it off. That said it was 5 minutes to put. Was it like 5 minutes to take off? Like you had plate armor, didn't you?
Yes.
You enchanted it for something.
Oh, yeah, you can put it on real quick. Or no, you can take it off real quick. Is what the thing was.
On
Okay.
off, yeah.
Yeah, you had to take the whole time to put it on, but you can take it off real quick.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
So you take another. She didn't roll 2 and 12.
12. That's
Just
not
stabs you again, just kind of just one in your leg and kind of one on the side.
okay.
She just kind of smiling while she's doing kind of digging it. All right, that's
I'm
her.
just gonna chuckle as that happens.
All right.
And my turn.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to dodge again and regain 25 HP.
You do it every time you dodge.
Yeah. I've already been over that.
Damn that.
That was a certain amount of usage on it.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
My hit dice. I have 9 of them.
All right, 25. She kind of sees you just kind of getting your second wind. All right, she's gonna roll an insight on that. That was pretty good.
And literally, the only reason why I can heal, or what
Wait,
grants
do you
me the
have-
ability,
you
is
have-
because of my bloodline.
Do you have your pair up on?
Hmm?
Do you have your pair up on? Your
Yeah, I have my parrot, I have the sending stone, and I also have the platinum card.
okay. She rolled an 18. So, say looking at you, are you looking like you're refreshed, like you know something, like I can do this for a while.
I'm basically just gritting my teeth through the blood and staring her down. That's basically what I'm doing. I did say about my bloodline before, about the drinks, but nothing about the parapet of healing.
Okay.
You probably have to roll arcane.
Are you trying to go for the door or no? Or you're staying away from
I'm Stan.
you're just backing away from her sometimes?
I'm basically staying in front of the door.
Okay.
barring it from her. It's quite obvious.
Okay.
It kind of shows that I have confidence in my ability to withstand the attacks, but also someone might be coming.
All right. She sees that you make it to the top floor. After making it to the top floor, guard, one of the elevator guys, what's going on? Ah, shut up. The guard. All right, you, this better not be a joke. Come on. Kind of head out. One more round. She's going to... It looks like she's going to back up. She's going to grab her blades and she's throwing them at you.
Okay. Disadvantage.
First one misses. Ooh. Let's see if she gets critical on that one. Okay. 13, right? Alright, just enough. She does hit you, and she did do a plus 10. She did the sniper. So
Oh.
she does. She does 19 damage. She just
Talking about
stabs right.
sharpshooter?
Yep. She
Is
doesn't
that
throw it.
possible to do with daggers?
Is it just ranged?
Just range weapon. Anything.
I guess.
Even throwing weapons. She goes and stabs you. Take 19. Just so just the dagger just sitting there right in your third hole in your chest. Just, you do you can't really hear anything over your turn right now unless you're not gonna do anything.
How much damage?
19.
19. Okay.
You said she threw daggers?
Yes.
Just one dagger.
That
Oh.
one there.
Okay. Okay. Did she take a -5 to hit?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. I'm going to grapple.
You're gonna move up and try to grapple her?
Yes.
All right. Trying to grab her with one hand.
Yep. I have 28 is the first one, and second one's 15, so 28.
All right. You do grab her grappled. You're grabbing her arm.
Okay. So that's one of my attacks. I'm gonna attack her back with 1 and non-lethal damage.
All right.
Does the 22 hit?
Yeah, she's naked just like you.
Okay.
So, yeah,
7 damage.
she's just cut you this.
I'm literally
smells it.
just like bashing her with the hilt of the blade.
And
Hit her.
kids, that's how I met your mother.
No!
Oh, really good time. Belle would be so pissed. All right, Belle, you guys are slowly making your way to the. He's like, all right, yeah, count them. All right, there you go, 8. He's gonna go.
Open it.
He's looking at you. It's locked.
Don't you have a key or something?
It's better not you. He's hearing speaking Dwarvish. Can open it. Yeah, you hear the door kind of moving. And both you and her see the door. Are you gonna look at it or anything? Or
Nope.
she's like, she sees it. You see the door open. She goes, slits her own throat. Kind of smiles.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stop that.
You try to stop it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll athletics for that. First one's 17, second one's 22.
She beats you with her acrobatics. Would be 27.
Okay. Damn.
She just smiles. Just falls down. And you all bust in. You see a bleeding Oakley just bleeding heavily with a wrapped up in a bloody sheet and
Holding her by the arm with a short sword that does not have blood on the blade.
just bleeding profusely. And there's a dagger in his chest, so he didn't pull it out.
About time.
The guard, what the? He's speaking, yelling in Dwarvish. What? Basically, you hear, what the fuck happened in here?
A good time, apparently.
Why? How? He just, he's kind of reaching his bag out. He's handing you, here, it's a medic bag.
Okay, he takes
I'm
it.
gonna go get others. Medic.
And Okri walks out over to you and just starts pulling the dagger out and pulling the sheet down to his waist and grabs that from you and starts just dressing himself with the gauze and whatever else there is.
Alright.
He just stands quietly, just holding it if there's still more things.
As you're bandaging yourself, a couple more guards come up. All right. Look like they're talking. All right. I guess I'm told to apologize on behalf of the Casa Brew Palace. Don't let this happen.
Is this how you treat your guests?
Especially your platinum members.
Oh no. I didn't really believe you at first, but here now.
You didn't believe. How will you compensate us? How will you compensate me?
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, we'll see to it. We'll bring we have other healer. They're on their way. We'll see to your wounds. All right.
You have
What happened
someone from
here?
the Church of Moradin to speak to this dead person.
We can pull someone up.
Do so. I want answers why my life was had and tried for.
All right. Let me see.
If you do that, I will consider this all swept underneath the rug.
He's talking to one of the guards. All right. There we go. I'm gonna see if they can bring them up. Don't know about the speaking to the dead, but we'll see what they can do. You can grab your belongings if you want some time to. I guess we can bring someone to examine unless you look like you're pretty experienced. I guess.
I don't know much about medicine, but I'll have a once-over with the body to see if there's any identifying tattoos.
All right.
So that's what he does. He's just gonna look this body over.
You see there's a tattoo over on the shoulders.
I want to roll history on it. What does it look like, though?
It looks like there's the tattoo looks like there's like three people standing. There's three of them, and they're kind of like at an angle. So it's like one they kind of got a red, green, and blue. The blue one though looks like there's kind of a person missing from it.
Okay.
It looks just like an outline, a blue outline. And then it's kind of got you'd say like rope or thread kind of going between them.
Okay. So, I look to Belle and say, Belle, help me rack my head about this. What do you make about it? And I'm going to roll history asking for your help.
Yeah.
Okay. First one's 10, second one's
we go.
23.
Are you just trying to see like what it might mean, or?
History is, what is this tattoo about? What does it mean?
What could it symbolize?
Yeah.
You're looking at it. You're not sure. It could be a group. Your best thing you got is might be a group. There might be the three. Might be a subject. Maybe they travel in groups of three, or you're not really sure. There might be a significance behind the number, and then with the rope or thread, it could be attached to maybe like fate. It's a symbol, so.
I look to Belle and say, Belle, do you have a dagger on you? We'll have to quickly get to my alchemical supplies.
Or did you roll investigation on it? Body, or?
I rolled history.
Okay, no, I was thinking for when you look at the body.
Oh, sure, I'll roll investigation.
I don't have a dagger.
21.
It seems mostly fine. Besides the little knot in the head when you hit her, and split throat. The only other thing is kind of weird is she's missing one of her toes.
Okay. Missing toes. And her name was Nahara?
Lenore.
Lenore. Okay, Lenore. And Okri starts chuckling to himself darkly and picks up one of the daggers he threw out of his chest, wipes it off, looks at it. Is there anything special about these daggers?
Normal dagger.
And he slowly walks over to the body and says, How quaint. It's ironic. The dagger being used on you is the dagger you tried to use on me. I'm going to start slicing into the back and skinning where the tattoo is.
It's on the arm.
Yeah, I'm going to take
so
that.
Just gonna take the tattoo.
Yep.
All right.
And once I get to my alchemical supplies, I'm going to embalm it so it does not rot.
All right. You
So,
gonna carry all your gear with you too as you're heading down? You
Pretty
can have
much.
someone else carry it. Have the guards carry it for you.
Yeah, I have someone else carry for it.
All right. The guard's carrying it for you. He just, oh, so you're holding this bloody piece of meat. He's like, Do you want to get your knickers on at least, or a shirt?
He has
He has a wrap around.
You just tied it around
yeah.
him.
his
Kinda like-
waist. Yeah, the rest of his torso is like bandaged.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's somewhat decent.
Okay.
They just know that he's bled.
Alright, pushing the one guard to hold. Alright, down in the room, we got the priest that can heal you.
I appreciate that. Yes.
You know, you do see a priest, looks like an older dwarf, kind of white, kind of.
What's the holy symbol?
Looking at him, it looks like just Morden.
Okay. Praise Morden, who gave me strength. Let me live another day.
Kind of, it is Morden. Kind of grumble. You got a thick dwarvish accent, or kind of goes in and starts healing you. Looks like you can tell he looks like he just woken up from a sleep. Slowly healing you. You know, gain. Dang, he rolled really good. Heal 18 health.
18?
Yep.
So that'll stop the.
Kind of healing. You feel the wounds heal. You know the deeper ones, kind of the deeper part heals, but it kind of looks like it's kind of slowing down the blooding. It's just kind of started clotting and healing.
Thank you, Elder Priest.
Of course. What's this? A ghost.
There was a lady of the night who wished me dead. And he kind of shows the tattoo. Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah. Kind of reaching his side, pulling out some glasses, like, kind of lenses. See, his eyes look like they're kind of comically big, and kind of mumbling and going, I've never seen this.
Very well. I'll be off. I appreciate everything you've done. Are you capable of speaking to the dead?
Goes, thank God, you see him.
It is important. I will pay you a donation to Morden, if necessary.
Where's the dead?
I will show you.
And kind of going back, the guard's like, kind of following you again with the. She kind of going back to the room. He's kind of walking slowly. Goes, follows you back to the room. He's kind of like looks you up with a. Kind of follows you to the room, and you see the guards are kind of cleaning up. They're getting ready to move the body up.
Wait. We have need of the body. We're not done yet.
All right. You look at the spell.
Speak with dead.
Ask 3 questions, I believe.
Up to 5 questions.
Up to 5. Sweet.
Yep. Corpse knows only that it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it, or it recognizes you as an enemy. Since I'm not technically the one asking the questions, it depends on if this priest is an enemy to this person.
All right. He's going up to it. You hear him kind of dwarf. Oh, the waste. He's gonna goes down. He's getting ready to cast a spell. Give him some little bit of time.
Okay. He's burning incense, I guess.
Kind of goes and casts this spell. You see him. He kind of pulls back. So he's casting more harder. He's speaking Dwarvish. You hear him, but he's like, he's like, but this beard is hard.
Try harder.
He's gonna point at kind of a spectral appearance of him. Appears kind of a shape. It's kind of just a humanoid shape. It doesn't really show any features or whatnot. Kind of goes and kind of looks like it's constantly changing from a wisp to a humanoid, kind of vaguely humanoid shift.
Did you read the spell? Basically, the body speaks through itself.
Okay, you kind of pull it up and he kind of puts it back in the body a little bit. All right, you hear him speaking Dwarvish, and he's like, all right, dang it, ready. Who are you? He's like, basically before you talk, he's like, yeah, sir, what do you want to speak?
I wish to know who gave the order to kill me. Under what organization do they work for? Who they are? What is their agenda against me? And why didn't she just kill me in the first place?
I don't know. They're speaking to you here, like, what do they work for? You don't speak dwarf, do you? Speaking of thick, here's a thick dwarf accent. Here, that's just a ghost. Just kind of goes in and hear the voice for the client.
Client. Mercenary assassin.
He's asking, what did you say you wanted him to ask? Who they work for? Why they kill you? Why they want to kill you?
Who gave the order? Who are they working under?
Oh, okay, so that would be who they're working under would be the client. Said, or who are they working for was the client.
No, like, okay. Client is a mercenary. So if they're a mercenary, they're organization as a mercenary. Who they're working under.
Alright. Who's the other guild or good private.
What agenda did they have against me?
Asking that, no. The agenda. What agenda do they have against you? You're the target. Or we're just going to say, your group is the target.
What is the meaning behind the tattoo on your back?
Yeah, it's kind of through shoulder. On the shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder.
And it's a tattoo. You get back.
No wasted. Who are the three people in the tattoo?
And with that, just kind of a pause, and it's kind of like goes into this love. Kind of, then you see the body go limp.
It's the fifth question. Do I not get an answer?
You got love. That's it.
Love. Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's like, what that means. He gets up, kind of on his back a little bit.
He, Ulker grabs his pouch, and there was 20 gold and, what did I say, 6?
Five, you said.
Okay. I give him the bag.
He pushes it back away from you. Sleep. He kind of walks away.
Prize Moradin.
Praise more than. Kind of keeps walking.
He turns to Bell and says, I don't know if this tattoo means anything besides love. Love was the answer they gave. But what I got out of all of this is I'm not the only target. The rest of the group, including you, are as well. They all are the target.
I see. Then it would have been any of us. If we had one.
Whatever would have been the easiest target. Apparently that was me tonight.
Maybe they thought you would still be inebriated. And easy to pick off.
I won't let my guard down again. I do not know who wishes our deaths, but a good guess is Bloodgate.
Yeah. He looks pensive for a moment. And then he speaks again. My apologies, Okri.
For
I
what?
did decide to give you this. I did not know whether to give the note to you or not, but I did. And you were put in danger.
So it's your fault I had a good time?
What kind of captain would I be if I were to send one of my acquaintances to their death?
You are unaware. It is not your fault. You may be young to battle and war, but this is nothing new to me.
Kind of shakes his head softly. It's not good enough.
Let it be known I stood there, dagger in my own chest, waiting for arrival of help, trying to bar the door off. I was confident in my skills. You did no harm. In fact, if this scar is over and he points to his chest, it'd be quite the story to tell.
Belle kind of looks awkward. It would be a story, yeah.
My own captain, he kind of grins, sent me off to get lucky. And yet I got stabbed. What a story.
Starts to get a look on his face now. Hold on, don't put me in that story. Like that.
Too
That
late. It
sounds-
happened. We'll roll with it. Now, as much as I agree for a good night's rest, I believe we should stay in one room and watch in shifts.
I have already had my rest, so I can keep watch the rest of the morning.
Yes. Well, I've had my rest, and it does not seem that I am going to go to sleep anytime soon.
You know you didn't have a long rest, though.
Yeah, I know, but he's not going to go to sleep.
Okay.
Not what that just happened. I shall keep this tattoo in case it comes in handy. Let us be off. And he's going to take the other dagger and keep both of them as kind of trinkets of his survival.
Okay.
And a reminder of when he should let his guard down.
All right. You guys just head back downstairs. Mm-hmm. Just kind of getting more. Your wounds are kind of healed a little more, so a lot less blood. You're kind of bandaged. They're still kind of bloody. You get down there. You're gonna not. You're both not gonna sleep. Just gonna sit in the room.
Yeah, well, so I'm going to break out my, from my bag of holding, I'm going to take out some beakers and things and start making a jar composed of chemicals to keep from the flesh of the tattoo from decomposing.
Okay.
And because of how high my con is, I pass the Constitution saving throw to stave off exhaustion.
Okay. Just work through it.
Yep.
Thought you gonna do anything, or you're just gonna wait for everyone else to wake up?
I would ask if we were moving everybody to one room today or just in the future.
These rooms, do they have any other exits besides the front doors?
Nope. Just front doors.
I would just say, because we're so close, we just have to watch the doors. So, because of that, I'm going to garb myself in full plate, bring my beakers out into the hallway, and work on it. Kind of
Okay.
drag, or actually pick up the,
Little table, isn't it?
yeah, and bring it out too.
Okay.
If any of the guards complain, I'm just gonna give them the story of what happened, and this is the least you can do as an apology, is to look the other way.
They kind of hear it and it's like, all right, yeah, just kind of keep going. I'm gonna say 4 hours so by it's. We're gonna go up to be it's 8 in the morning. I'm gonna say sore because you were in that room. I do you first.
When I look, do I notice like Belle looking weird?
I think he would go out in the hall too.
Oh,
Okay.
so I'm by myself.
You see Oak and Bell are gone.
I bring out my sending stone and I say, I message Belle. I'll message Belle and Okri. Are you out and getting breakfast?
come outside to the hallway. We have things to talk about.
Knowing the seriousness in his voice, I go outside and I open the door.
Okay.
Do I see like still?
I'm in full plate now.
Yeah.
And I
Maybe you
have,
see a little bit of the bandage like on the
Yeah.
neck for it.
I have my arming sword on my hip, at the ready. Actually, I wouldn't. It would be on the table, easy to access. While I'm. Well, what you would notice is there's a square. How big would you think?
Dwarf is probably like that.
Okay.
It's a little bit like this.
There's a 4 by 8 inch piece of flesh that is in a jar.
I'll say it's like a 4x4. So.
Okay, 4 by 4. Okay then.
You just noticed that Sora's face looked more serious than normal. What happened?
I got stabbed. I got stabbed again. And then again. And then one more time.
How did this happen?
You can just say you told him the whole story.
Yeah, I do.
Wait. Sora's like, as soon as you like mentions like, oh, you got ambushed, I'm like,
And he takes out a little bit bloody note and puts it on the table. And he takes a swig of this flask.
so you just met this woman and she gave you the note?
Some could
No, I received the note from Ibalsa.
say that Belle is a woman.
What?
What?
Elves, they're easy to misplace their gender and then misunderstand. But Belle here is the one who gave it to me.
I see. So you think that there's a possibility that there's more out here?
Yes, possibly. Now, on to the matter at hand. My life was tried. We got a priest of Morden up there, spoke to the dead body. Most I got out of it is I'm not the only one they're after. Everyone that I am traveling with, our group. That saddens me. That they would dare kill off 40, 20 chickens. And poor Gunther. How dare they?
Indeed, a crime. And Sora's just gonna watch the hallways, just seeing now being more suspicious, like even eyeing every guard that just walks by.
Kind of take a step aside. Like, what's wrong with him?
But do not fret. That one is dead. Considering that how they work, I no doubt that they are aware. And if they are aware that we know, they are not going to try the same tactic again. And they're not going to try to kill us while we are heavily on alert.
Indeed. All right.
Let us just pass the day and get out of here.
Indeed.
Alright, now we're gonna go to Balsa. So you're in Hiri in your room. You guys wanna just all wake up usually at once, or do you wanna
I don't know. She's been uncomfortable in this place, so she's probably gonna wake up first.
yeah. You kinda wake up and you can wake up from the stirring of Balsa, so you have your god and hearing and vision.
Go over and wash her face real quick.
Okay. Just gonna go to wash the face.
Wash the tear tracks off.
Oh! Were you crying in your sleep?
Who said I was sleeping?
Did you ever sleep?
Yeah, she slept.
Okay.
Alright, you don't wash up. You do since you're kinda groggly, you just see Balsa go up and kinda look like wash your face.
She's just scrubbing at her eyes.
Nahiri will probably wake up with a gasp. And just kind of see her like,
I was gonna say you're probably still asleep. You ever say you're probably still asleep?
still asleep.
Yeah, because Saoirse has the supervision, super senses. So any movement and whatnot would wake up Saoirse.
Oh,
So, just,
I guess I wait for my turn in the bathroom.
Alright, little basin.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna wait, and after you do the basin, then you can probably stir up after you hear more louder noises and water.
oh no, when I was saying she's gasped. She was having a nightmare.
Oh,
Like, it was, she woke up in a panic.
okay. You do wake up in a panic. And you all of a sudden see her kind of in the room. You two see him.
Are you alright?
What happened?
You kind of just see, like, Nahiri, like, just grab, like, the covers. Like, she's, like, feeling around her. It takes her a minute to realize where she is. And she'll just kind of, like, shake her head. She's like, I'm good. And
Bad dream?
yeah, you could say that.
I'm sorry.
She's gonna just, like, wipe her face and just kind of shake it and put her hands in her head and just kind of go quiet.
So since there's no, do we hear noise? Because since we're outside the hall, do I hear noise on the other side of the room?
Yeah, you hear noise.
I knock.
Since I'm dressed, I'm gonna go creak the door open.
You hear a loud knock. Just,
I just do two. I'm not here.
okay, cool.
Yeah, I open the door a little bit. Just,
See the
good morning.
large
Is it-
frame of Sora.
Is everyone awake?
Yeah, they're waking up.
We have an important meeting.
Okay, well, let the other two get dressed.
All right.
She closes the door again. She's gonna gather her stuff up.
Okay. You would have heard that important meeting.
Yeah.
So you would have
So
heard it.
I'm prepared now.
Alright, should get ready real quickly.
Yeah. Nahiri will wash her face and get ready, get all her stuff together.
Okay. You head down to the hallway. You do see Belle and Okri out there. You see Okri has his little alchemical kit and sword. So everyone's out in the hallway now.
I'm glad you're all here. Our peaceful days after Honey Shore are over.
What do you mean?
What happened?
He points to the slab of flesh in the jar.
Is that skin?
That is a tattoo I am trying to identify, but it belonged to a would-be assassin. A bad assassin at that.
My
Suppose
mind reflects to last night's events, but I don't say anything.
And he kind of unties his front plate armor and shows the bandages that kind of have blood through. I have been stabbed multiple times, and I have lived through it. A great story to tell later, but in the end result, we are all being targeted. And he kind of ties it back up. It is best to be on our guard. I thought this place was safe. And he kind of looks at the guards. We would have proper security, but it appears not.
Should we be discussing this in the hallway? Wouldn't...
If they are assassins, they probably have some sort of network of information. They would already know that their assassin failed. And they know that we know. So, it is important to let them know that we are not afraid, that we will face them head on.
There's a difference between doing that and being cautious. The less opportunities we give them, the better chance of us surviving.
We're all here. And he points towards the guards at the corner, I guess. There are guards here within earshot. We can simply yell out and they will join the fray.
She'll shrug.
Unlike the rooms that only have one entrance. We're in a hallway. There are two ways to go.
Do the rooms not have windows?
Like little windows, but I'm not sure. Druid turns into a bird or he turns to smoke.
Not big enough for a person to fly through.
No, not really.
Plus, we're kind of high up.
Yeah, 4th floor.
All 3 people can fly. Wait, can't Belle fly now too?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's best not to have your back against a wall if you have no other way out. We have two in this hallway. I am being plenty cautious.
So are we going to be heading to Magic's Gate right now?
That's the plan. Unless something else pops up, then we'll take care of it and continue forward. All the while with due caution. Is there an agreement?
Yes.
Eagles nods.
Is everyone ready to leave?
She nods again. A little more enthusiastically.
Duly noted. And with that, Okri kind of puts the table back, puts his supplies away, and is there anything in the room?
Like anything worth
Taking, yes.
There's books, but mostly they look like they're all kind of. So you kind of go look at it. You look like you're going to take one. They all have a stamp on them of Nurse McAllister on it.
Put it back. And he kind of grumbles and nods his head.
There's some of that in your room. There's that other extra sauce. That wake up sauce.
Yeah, he'll take that.
Okay.
He looks satisfied and smug. Then he wipes it off his face and exit. All right, let's go get the wagon.
All right. You all just gonna head on out.
Is there anyone who wishes to stop by the gift store before we leave?
I've been there many times.
You're sober now. Did you wish to look at it?
No, I'm good. I got my book, which she has out, and she's hugging it.
Right. Let us be off.
All right. You all get together and head out down the elevator. See a different attendant there. Looks like a young lad. Did you have a good sleep?
I had a great sleep. Wake-up call was different, though.
That's sorry to hear that, sir.
Yes, let it be known your security does not screen your employees. There should have been someone capable, competent to realize there was a threat. But there was not. Not a single living soul here who could do that.
You're talking, kind of goes and looks at everyone else like,
I'm saying, boy, someone tried to kill me in my sleep.
he just keeps like opening his mouth like, I just met in the elevator.
Well, now you have something to gossip about with your other employees.
Kind of goes, it's kind of, you're talking, went down to the first floor. First floor. Kind of opens the door, opens it. Have a good day. Please come again.
I tip him a silver.
Right.
Hey, DM, is it? Can I roll a history on Magic's Gate?
Yeah. What are you trying to
16.
What are you trying to find out?
I just want to know the history of that place, just where we're going.
I mean, I go, what exactly like are you just
Like
trying
the
to
founding of it, or
when,
what?
founding, like who's there?
I mean, like, what's the?
Most noticeable?
I guess like what's no being named Magic's Gate is this like an attraction to a lot of people come over here, or is this like
that's the main area where if elves were gonna come over. There's pretty much there's a summoning circle and there's also an airship tower, one of the major ones. If elves were gonna come from the Empire, they would stop there. That's the main stop they'd stop at.
and how?
And that's also where the magic college is. College of Magic is.
With that kind of history roll, how's the security there?
You've never, without ever being there, you're unsure. You do know you have people who've been there. You do know it's no one's really going to try to sneak into a city full of mages. Or if they do, they'll have to be really good. You've seen some magic. You've seen it do amazing things. You've never seen. You got 4 magic casters,
Yeah.
and you yourself can cast a little bit of magic. So.
Sora's just gonna stop, and he's just gonna use a sending stone and do a group check.
And Okri's gonna kind of pull on your armor or something and say, you can walk while using that.
Right. I always forget this magic stuff. I say that out loud.
Okay.
But he goes, so they know our names. Do you think they might use leverage against us?
Well, all my siblings and ancestors are back
You hear from Ibalsa.
underneath the mountain.
It wouldn't be the first time.
So, It's been a while, but have any of you been to Magic's Gate?
Belrothian picks up. Yes, I graduated from the school there.
College of Magic.
Would you also have visited? No? Okay.
We didn't have any reason to.
And is the estate really far from there, or is it just like pretty close?
Your state is in the Sylvan Vale, which is kind of ways off.
Oh, okay. But it's like relatively close.
It's close, but it's kind of closer to the shore. It's closer towards if you're going towards the jungle.
Is it, what, a day's away or something?
Yeah, it's a
Week?
It's probably a little bit over a week.
Okay.
You would
How far is the monastery from
Magic Gate?
the college?
From the college is in Magic Gate.
It's inside Magic Gate, last we
Yes.
talked. Yeah.
Yeah. So how far is the monastery?
Yeah.
The monastery is probably it's a little closer than Sylvan Vale.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's over by off of Marquette Lake.
Okay.
Would it be like on the opposite side then?
It's on the similar. So you would know from your knowledge that Magic Gate's up in the mountains to the east. Where Sylvan Vale is kind of if you go south.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvan Vale is if you follow the mountains. It's a little ways from it. And that's where Sylvan Vale is. And Marquette Lake is to the west of Magic Gate. Probably a good week and a half travel. Maybe even 2, depending on how you get there. And then this monster that you would know would be in kind of a mountainous area. Kind of near the south end of the lake. So it's closer to Magic Gate, but if that's what you're trying to figure out, just what's closer.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been mentioning going to this monastery that's near Magic Gate, right?
Harry will nod. Yes, my brother is there right now.
I do not mean to worry you, and I don't mean to have you in a troubled state. But is this monastery safe for your brother?
It was the out of character. What was that dwarf's name? Kurth. Thank you. It is uncertain how safe he is.
Have you been to this monastery?
For a time, yes. Not long.
Do you feel it safe?
Honest to the gods, I don't believe anywhere is safe for him at this point.
And Okri speaks up and says, "There's no such place that is safe, only safer. Keep that in mind."
She'll kind of nod.
I assume we're still using like group chat.
Yeah.
You guys are just standing there in the.
Well, no, we're walking and talking.
He told me to walk. Yeah, he told me to walk.
Oh, you're gonna walk? Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta pretty much walk in. Just a silent group and some other workers outside are just like looking at.
I'm also like looking around at people and just eyeing them.
Oh yeah, same here.
Give them
Right.
kind of a nod with my chin if they recognize me.
I guess with all this time, you guys heading towards the wagon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You just gonna walk, or you gonna get a little little wagon ride over there? A little shuttle.
I don't see why.
I'll take the shuttle.
Yeah,
No,
that's fine.
One of the drivers kind of takes you shuttle back up to the big, huge storeroom stable. Gets there in a couple minutes.
Okay. I guess I'll go over to a stable boy, a girl, or whatever, and ask for them.
Nice stable boy.
I'll ask for my trusty steed, Gunther.
But a young lad, he's like, "Oh, all right." And he just kind of runs off. He's kind of got a loose-fitting, kind of one of the little suits that says like the McAllister sign on it. On the uniforms, he's kind of loose. He runs over. You see him bringing the goat over to Gunther. You do notice Gunther looks like he's gained a little bit of weight.
Gunther! And kind of pat his fat folds.
You've been feeding him really well, mister.
Apparently too well.
Oh. Okay.
And
Looks
I kind
down.
of bring Gunther's jaws and eyes up to my face and say, "We're going to have to work on you. You're going running in the morning with me."
Just like
Just
smell
breathes and puffs into my
breathe
face.
And you just smell a little bit of snot that goes in your face.
He just wipes it off. and just brushes it into the fur of the goat. And pushes his face away. All right, get her hooked up. Or get him hooked up.
All right, mister. He's going to bring him up, and you see another older lad kind of come up and they're kind of hooking him to your wagon.
And I'll give him a silver.
You're like, thanks, mister. Thanks. Just look at the... You're kind of saying, thanks. You see like an old dwarf. Get back to work. What? Kind of go off and get back to work.
Okay. I guess I double over, making sure Gunther is properly tied up, and going over where the boy might have slacked, and then we head off.
Yeah, you just had to tighten it a little bit. It wasn't quite as strong as you, but good knots.
Okay. I double check the lock on the wagon. It's a lock trickery.
It's still on. Nothing doesn't seem to have been bothered.
Okay. Take out a key, take it off, and I usher the rest of the group back into the wagon.
Are you just gonna be like parking the wagon right outside, or are you gonna pretty much just head out?
Head out.
Okay. Everyone going to go back in the wagon?
Yeah.
All right. I'll go in the wagon, and so you're heading out from there. Kind of follow the whole same way you came in. It's kind of the same way how you go into the fine stoned walls and the gate.
Before
You know.
one thing I would want to do before I head out, I'm gonna collect the so that they don't break with the bumpy road. I'm gonna collect the eggs from the day.
Okay. Find out about a couple. Find like a dozen.
I find 20 because a chicken lays 1 egg per day.
Find like you can find 20. I would say. 20. Yeah, you find 21. One looks like laid 2.
On rare occasions they do. Sweet.
Is there a golden egg?
And as you're kind of going out, you kind of come to a little crossroads. There's the way you came, that's straight. There's one way that kind of goes to the left and one to the right.
And I turn towards Belle.
He uses the group chat and he says, I would like to propose an idea to all of you. It may be a quicker way to get to Magic Gate. It may be partially selfish on my end. But we could be comfortable somewhere for a night. I would offer the Dairon estate for us to stay at.
Isn't that your last name?
He gives like a wry smile and nods.
A fast
And then
way
says
to-
yes because he realizes you're driving the cart and not in
Yeah.
the rest.
I'm gonna roll an insight on Belle's emotional state when he says that.
Okay.
11.
What does he know?
Like at what part when
Like, does he like when he says it? Does he sound like he's like? Does he seem like he doesn't want to say it, or does he like?
No, he seems kind of hesitant to bring it up due to the kind of haste that somebody wants to meet their family member.
Okay.
If we go at a steady pace as we are now, will we still be able to make it to your estate? I don't want to... fuck it. Gunther needs to lose weight. Alright, which way?
He would point to the way that would lead to
You really
Sylvan
travel
Vale.
the
if he
roads
knows.
very well. You do know there is a road from. If you take the left from your guys' perspective, it would take you towards. What's it? Rich Tide. Take you to Rich Tide, where those large buildings you saw. I think you know those to the left. You do know there'd be a road, most likely leading from there to Sylvan Vale.
Okay.
I would try to explain that.
I would go at a fast pace then,
Alright.
forcing Gunther to lose weight.
Alright. I guess you guys make your way down the road. As you get to plan it, you're just gonna go as full blast you can.
Yup. Gunther
All right,
deserves
that's
it.
30 miles a day.
He deserves it.
Rest. You're not gonna stop anywhere else, right? I'm guessing.
If there's places to stop by for the night, then yeah.
You do see ridge ties in the distance. You'd have to, it's like if you're heading towards there, it's over off the coast. You take another left. It's pretty much as you're going around. You're pretty much going around the property of the brew palace, around the orchard. You're kind of going around / through some of them. You get pretty much you're heading east. It does get a little warmer as you're heading following the coast. You're slowly getting away from the coast. You do see some of the kind of trees kind of change as you're traveling.
Okay.
Kind of turns to kind of a little bit of a tropical, more tropical than it is. You actually see from a distance, it looks to be very thick trees, and there's actually a large, weird stone-shaped building. It looks kind of like a.
I want to roll history on the stone building.
All right.
First one's that's not 20. First one's 28. Second one's 14.
All right. You're just trying to. This stone looks really old, but it looks like it's pretty much built off of ruins. So it looks like a part of it might go into the jungle. It looks like it's been added on. You see a bunch of smaller, actually newer buildings.
Do you know any of the makeup of the stone building? Like, what history of like the techniques used in it? Who would use that?
Looks to be like crude. Not really sure who made it. It does look crude, but you do know there was skill in making this. It's hard to tell from a distance, but you're looking at it. You're kind of trying to follow lines. It looks like these are really big pieces of stone that they were able to pull.
Okay.
So you're just looking at it. There's torches. There's more. You can't really tell from the distance you are, but you do see it's quite a large pyramid almost. It looks like
Pyramid. Okay.
pyramid or so it's a ziggurat.
Oh boy.
And you do see some smaller towns. It looks like there's some more towns you're going by.
Okay. Each time we stop at the town, I'm going to try to gradually sell off my horseshoes.
Okay, you do go every time you go to sell like
Okay. Do I eventually
Sell them.
like sell them off once we get to river?
It's a little ways, so yeah, you probably would sell them all off.
Okay. Just preemptively then, I hand you 10%, 33.6, so 6 silver and 33 gold.
It takes you about going full speed. Takes you about 14 days to get there.
Okay.
14 days, you're kind of getting on the outskirts of it.
Hey, would I have heard a reply at all?
On the way there,
She
you
would have
do,
waited a while before she tried.
you do get a reply. It's pretty much
You can just tell me later.
okay. You would have heard a reply. I would say it'd be a good one. Pretty much
Okay.
asking if you're better, how you are doing. So I don't know if everyone else was seeing like if your mood lifted up a little bit. I guess you probably would.
I guess her mood would have lifted a little, but she still would have been worried if the situation on the other end hasn't improved.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you about, like I said, 14, more close to 15. You kind of get there late, so it's kind of. If you guys realize if you keep going, you could either stop or just go all the way through. If you go
Okay.
overnight, you'd get there.
Have we been like staying in towns, or have we just been sleeping in the cart?
I've been sleeping in the wagon.
I know, but have we been stopping in towns with inns?
It's up to you guys if you wanted to.
We've
but
also would beg for it.
Yeah, you see, there's a
Okay.
couple of towns you guys would have stopped at.
I'd be sleeping in the wagons, having it locked from the inside, with the bells and all that stuff.
I'd
Just being extra cautious.
Sora just be. When this is happening, Sora's just going to be sleeping in the wagons on the day's travel, so he's just going to be staying up at nighttime.
Oh,
Also, would I be able to find a spyglass in the town to buy?
you'd find if you're looking at these smaller towns near the coast, you kind of find that they kind of don't want to sell them. They like having them. You eventually find someone who's willing to sell you for like double the price. Like, give me about.
Double the price, 2,000 gold. Holy fuck!
Ooh.
You find they really like them around here, especially around the. You kind of hear whispers of the jungle, kind of dangers, and they tell you about the pirate city,
I'll have to wait till we get to river. What was it called?
Sylvan Vale.
Oh, Sylvan Vale. Okay, I'll wait until then. But I would be crafting potions in the meantime.
Okay.
Did we actually get close to that weird pyramid?
You saw it in a distance.
Okay.
You kind of saw a distance as you kind of turned away from it. You saw that and you saw the large trees of the jungle. And actually, as your travels, you do eventually get out of the Southland, and you do find yourselves in the east. And as you're approaching the mountainside area, you would understand that the Marketh Lake is over towards kind of to your left area. Kind of, if you went more to
Y'all
the
are gonna
north,
see her zoning out in that direction a lot.
and as you kind of approach more of the mountains, you kind of, when you get up there, it's kind of misty. It's pretty foggy. There's like kind of a low fog. You kind of go in there. I don't think you guys would notice it. A lot more people, if you ran into people, they're speaking a lot more Elvish. So, those speak Elvish, it's good for you. And after kind of this last day, do you guys want to ride through the last night, or are you just going to wait one more day?
I'll wait one more day. Total 15 days?
Yeah.
Okay. With those 15 days, I have made a restorative ointment.
Alright. Making that. And the 15th day, kind of in the middle of it, you see some familiar landmarks.
Actually, I might. Hang on.
No. Kind of approaching, looks like there'd be a kind of go up. You see a kind of you have to go across a bridge. Yeah, you have to go across a kind of a largish bridge. You see kind of a little outpost on both sides. It's kind of quick flowing, and you get some nods from looks like some guard station there, a little guardhouse. As you cross this large bridge, and about another hour, you come upon familiar buildings, and you see kind of elven architecture, and you're now in Sylvan Vale. It's very foggy, and kind of the sun's been blocked, but it's Sylvan Vale.
Is that normal weather?
It's not unheard of, like coming from the mountains.
Sure.
So it's not unheard of. You just know it's like, oh, sometimes it happens, but
Yeah.
Just really thick right now. You're like, oh.
So I rolled, and I made the ointment of the restorative ointment in half that time.
Okay.
So for the other half, I'm going to be working on making Dust of Disappearance.
All right.
So that's minus 200 gold.
And so you all are just kind of, traveling and sleeping in inns, and you kind of pull up in this town. It's pretty nice. From what you can tell, you kind of got a hard read because it's so foggy, but it's definitely way bigger than Honeyshore. You see a lot of nice houses of Elvish architecture, kind of vast. You see the streets are kind of wide. There's a bunch of people going through. And you're looking at this. You do see a lot more estates from like Honeyshore. Looks like the buildings are kind of given a more wider berth, so there's more freedom of movement. So it feels a little more wider. As you're kind of traveling through, there's a great, you do kind of go to, you would kind of point out at the center of the town, there's a huge, look like a monument. It's like a fountain, a grand fountain. It works, just the water's kind of going and flowing through it. And traders out and about. People are, is everyone looking for anything, or
Kind of hard to.
yeah, you're kind of looking through. You do see people are out and sell. You see some shops are look like there's like a lights lit up. You look like they're beacons, but it looks like they're like kind of stones. They're like lit up, kind of throughout the town of Sylvan Vale. So you go through. You do see more of the people. There's a lot more elves. People are dressed pretty nice here. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of refugees.
I'm going to go out and get fitted for fine clothing.
All right. Should I go and just go to the nearest store and get some Elvish style clothing?
Not necessarily Elvish, but maybe something of a different style. Not necessarily Dwarvish either. Probably
Okay.
not Dwarvish.
You go and you get a light, but kind of a silk. It's very rich, very soft, kind of like a mixture of silk and velvet. It's really soft and breathes very easily.
Okay.
Surprisingly, it's keeping you pretty warm though.
I'm going to try to get a blue version of that to help bring out my blue eyes.
All right. You get a white one, and is so would you get a white one or?
White with blue trimmings.
All right. You buy it. The person is showing. He's taking a thing of wine and spilling it on there, and you're watching as the wine spills on it. Just kind of goes drips off and falls back on the ground.
How much for this?
He's like, oh, this is he is an elf. He's like, this work here is cost you. Kind of eyeballing you. This would be a.
I'm wearing my dungy looking clothes
Okay.
just to make sure it looks like I can't pay much.
No, he's.
I'm a tactician in
This would
pain.
be with the fabric you about 18 gold.
Okay, I can do that.
You just paying him 18 gold.
Yes.
Okay. Gives you the cloth.
And I am genuinely strained in giving 18 gold. Every gold I give, I am struggling.
All right, come out. Are you just gonna wear the new clothes or?
Yes.
All right, you come out wearing your nice white clothes, the blue clothes with white trim, right?
White with blue trimming.
White with blue trimming. He's coming out. He's got wide sleeves and looks like a suit. Kind of a long flowing like tail on it. Sides.
Is there like cuffs on it as well?
There's a little
Kind of like
cuffs.
a billowing.
It kind of is a loose, but you can't actually tie it to make it look like it's cuffs.
I do that then.
Okay.
Looking good, Master Oakley.
As a master should.
What's the occasion?
So, question.
You see me in my
I brought
golden
clothing
robes
from
and with
home.
your fancy stuff. It's like,
Alright.
I didn't.
Is it about
actually
on
own
par
any
with
fine
the
clothing.
quality here?
really?
Looking at it from home,
It looks very good on you.
it's on par. You can tell that from Silver Vale they might be using finer fabrics though.
Okay.
So with that, you gonna do anything? Or you're just gonna look at Belle? And is the one who's
I'm gonna go over to Nahiri and say, "You may be able to use the best of this, and I'm going to give you. Hang on, let me get it really quick. It's a small packet that resembles very fine sand. There's enough for it for one use, and it lasts. As you use it, you roll 2d4, and that's how many minutes it lasts." And he says, "Use it wisely. This is dust of disappearance. You'll be invisible for a little bit.
Okay.
If you happen to steal anything, I get a percentage of it.
If I use the sand,
Yes.
little does Oakley know, I have the invisibility spell.
Oh, he knows.
Okay.
He just thinks it's a waste when he could give you this to use.
Okay. What was it called again? I'm sorry.
Dust of disappearance.
Dust of disappearance.
And your group, with your kind of group, you are approached by looks to be another elf. He looks to be wearing like a knightly armor and kind of approaching you with a sword in his hilt. He's with a couple other looks like guards at his back. He's approaching. Belle Daron.
Yes, sir.
You can roll history. You want to roll? Actually, you don't need to roll. You know this.
I'll roll history as well.
Don't do this to me.
You know who this person is.
We all love
The other
the,
thing about that
wagon
dust of
You can all roll.
disappearance.
You see a kind of tall elf, kind of sharpened edge features, kind of wearing kind of immaculate armor.
Did you say we could all roll?
No,
Is that
so
what I
yeah.
heard from you?
I was
gonna
gonna say what
roll
you all
history.
see. Sorry,
Oh,
you
okay.
all, you see, you kind of approach the two other guards. He's wearing similar armor. His armor looks a little more ornate. It's kind of shinier. He
12.
has a scimitar to his side, and he sees walking forward. As I live and breathe, what is the favorite son Daron doing back here?
I'm on important business.
You know this to be Elduin Phaleth. He's a
The-
former classmate of yours.
Is he wearing a
Did I
rank or
like him?
anything?
He's got look like he's got some medals on there. He is captain of the guard of Silver Vale, and he hates you.
Oh, God.
I'm your rival you didn't even know about. I hate you.
Yeah.
You know he hates you because he believes you're pretty much he wasn't as rich like your family was, and he believes you don't earn anything. You didn't earn anything yourself.
Side note about the
Understand.
dust appearance, though. Anything within 10 feet of you is also invisible. Creatures and objects.
Ooh.
And what business is this? Here to show your friends how rich you are?
Wouldn't you like to know? It's
I
official
would.
business.
Well, I guess that works for me, as I am the captain of...
Do you have
So,
something
yeah.
against rich people?
Of course not. I have to watch and protect them all day.
He's gonna lean over to Okri. That means he does.
And what business brings you here?
Then from captain to captain,
Oh?
we are in business from Freehaven.
Did you ask Mother for a rank increase?
We are on our way to my estate.
Well, I can't stop you there. You do own land.
Before we continue our journey, I ask that you let us be on our way.
Are we being detained?
Of course not.
Then, get out of my way.
Careful if there's any... I suppose I would be amiss if I said to be careful. There was sightings of some dark lady about.
Do you have a description of this dark lady? She's saying this in Elvish.
He can speak. And the Elvish tongue.
Watch your
Speaks-
tongue.
I'm using my ring of
He speaks
comprehending
Elvish.
as well.
Why does this dark lady interest you so much?
Well, out of curiosity, if there's a dark lady running around maybe cursing people, we should probably be a little bit better informed. Of course, if you're opposed to helping the common people, then I suppose we're on our way.
I'm not opposed at all. It's time work. I have to get back to protecting the common people rather than talking to you.
Before you do, I understand how the world works. It has to be an equal and mutual understanding. I will give you something of worth if you give us information of worth. Since you protect the peace and help others, I shall give you something that will help you in that endeavor. You are not my enemy. It seems you have some ire against this one. Let it not be against me.
All right, I'll play along. And what information could you give me?
It's not information. It is items. Something that will heal you or your comrades
I
or
have no
those in
need
need.
for your items. If you wish to give me information on happenings, I'll be happy to oblige.
Very well. You have heard Freehaven has been attacked by Bloodgate.
I have.
Apparently they are amassing armies. And they are about to attack again.
I fail to see why that's our problem.
It is partially your problem, because you might be pushed in that direction.
Well, if it comes to that, I have my lord's back.
Yes.
Have a good day.
What? So does he like have
And
like
you-
a noble's crest on him? Like,
No,
you
he does not.
He said he served his.
He has a officer ranking mark.
Oh, okay, because he said his lord. So I was like, does he have a crest ring or anything like that?
So, like, you're talking about from our... No, not that you tell.
Okay.
Oh, what was his name? What was your butler's name again?
My butler.
You have a butler. Does he buttle?
Question for you.
Yes.
Do you know of
Oliver?
any items and
No,
or something that will
I
help me
said,
raise
hello.
my passive perception?
Kind of walks off.
Yes, I do.
What would that be?
It's a rare item. It'll make you look disgusting and very ugly.
He walks off with the
It's
guards.
a robe of eyes.
Also pipes up and says,
Oh,
I
know
can
what that
see
is.
why you spent most of your time in Freehaven.
Actually, most of my time was spent here. I was just recently called to Freehaven.
I'm so sorry.
Is there a passing by? Is there a lot of magic shops around?
You do see a light. You're guessing there probably is on a place where Magic Gate is literally the capital. You're probably
What?
guessing there's a lot of magic shops.
Well,
Have we entered Magic Gate?
No.
Okay.
You're in some bit. You're in the east though, so
Okay.
Hey, what was that douchebag's name again?
right to put it away. Okay.
I'm sorry, you didn't give it to me ahead of time.
how do you not remember?
Oh, he's easy to forget. He was mean to me.
Alduin
Who made your life?
Ailduin.
Yeah, I know how to spell his first name. It's really close to Anduin, okay?
Faleth.
Wow, you're
Cool.
so mean. He must be so forgettable to you. Oh, God. Who are you again? I'm rich. I can afford to forget you.
No, I don't remember bullies.
You do remember he was one of the top ones in the class, though.
Good for him. It's
Huh?
just a douchebag about it.
I can pay for
All right.
therapy. Can
You
you?
kind of leave with the other guards. I'm just gonna. What'd you say?
That too.
If other people still want to be around in the town, then he can do his best to point out things.
Okay. Or are you gonna say that, or you can tell me you can go to the state, then just go shopping after.
Could
You
do that
you
too.
are literally in the middle of the square with a whack.
Yeah, I'd point out the options.
Everyone willing to go to the estate?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, let us.
You're gonna lead the way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're gonna lead the way down. You're kind of going. You do see nice houses, and they're kind of their estates, kind of the way you're kind of passing by, and you come to a pretty large estate. And actually, looking at it, you're kind of approaching it. You can tell just by the size of the gate, it's probably at least twice as big as what E048 was. And you see the front gate, kind of a immaculate white, kind of and silver, kind of that's super shiny. It looks like it'd be, it looks like it was cleaned just recently, almost. And as you approach it, it looks like there's a light above it, kind of floating, free floating lantern just floating above it. As you approach, you do see the gate.
Now, before we go in, and Belle kind of like looks at Okri,
He puts his hands up already. It's like, what did I do?
there will be no stealing. Because remember, this is the Dairon estate, and do you know who owns this household?
Not you.
Not me, but the High Marshal. So do not steal from the High Marshal.
That reminds me. Did you report about what happened at the palace to the High Marshal?
I assume that in that days
You
that I
probably
could
would
have.
have.
Yeah.
Told you to keep your guard up and proceed.
Yeah. I did tell.
Good. Did they say anything back? The information they might know.
No.
Such is your mother.
What if we talk to the Shah?
Well, I can't, but I heard you can.
Yeah,
That would be a great idea.
I can do that tonight.
Fantastic. Let it be so.
Then let's go inside. He says with kind of a smile.
And I'm still wearing my fancy clothing.
You know you got to do a little magic and kind of open it
That's
up.
fine.
You see kind of Belle walk up to the gate and does some sort of basically magical gesture, and you can see the gate that originally was there just kind of just disappears.
Okay. I'm gonna roll investigation on it.
Okay.
Eve also just turns and says, "Thank you for inviting us in."
I mean, I did say it wasn't entirely
13.
because of
Do I find any
unselfish
glyphs?
reasons.
You're looking around. You see some like lines look like they're glowing on the ground. That was underneath. They're
It's
between
okay.
both the posts.
It's okay to be selfish
Okay.
sometimes.
He doesn't really reply to that, but he just kind of makes like a.
She just bumps you with her shoulder.
You guys kind of walk in. It's actually as you're kind of walking, you see kind of a yard, both sides kind of falling in there, but it's kind of be higher raised in here. You do see a vast yard, and there's some looks to be a little kind of buildings in the back. And you're kind of just pulling up. There's another fountain right there, and then you kind of pull around to this large estate. You're just coming up to it. Kind of looks to be multi-layered. Kind of looks it has kind of the towers on the sides. Kind of one big larger one in the center. Looks like it goes up another floor. And you're approaching it. You kind of approach it. You go turn. There is looks to be a tower in the distance, and it looks like there's a shape. It's kind of with the fog. You can't really tell it what it is. It's hard. But you do see there's what you'd call it be lamps, but as they're floating, they're kind of around the way where you've been taking the path. Looks like there's free floating lights, orbs above it. You're home.
He's kind of excited to go inside, so he'd kind of rush towards the door.
Okay. You're towards the door, and as you go and walk up to it, you do see the door. You gonna stop, or you just gonna? You do know there's a code. You know there's a little gesture to unlock the door.
Yeah, he'd do that.
Before we go in, is there anyone that you must warn us about? Like, if you went to my family, I would have to warn you about my uncle who's a drunkard.
Oh, no, only the caretaker is here.
Oh, okay,
But you don't have to worry about him. He's very nice.
right.
Right, you kind of walk up. You do see the kind of, again, it's more kind of immaculate white with silver kind of tones to it. Some parts look to be kind of darker and gray. And you kind of walk up to the door. You see Miss Bell do another gesture, and the kind of door unlocks, and just kind of, as you walk towards it, just opens up on itself. And as you walk into the foyer, you do see a grand hall. You do see, you do just second floor. There's a railing to it, and there's kind of railing parts. As you see it, looks like where you'd see stairs normally, there is none. Or where you'd see stairs, it looks like there's just another rail there. And as you're kind of walking in, you see there's a great big, looks like a chandelier. It comes down, it looks like it's kind of like a hive shaped. Everything is super clean. You don't think you've seen any place as clean as this house. It looks like nothing was like touched.
He's just gonna wipe his finger on the wall and look at it.
There's no dust.
Evil's house. Do people not
Creepy.
live here at all?
No. This estate is more like a grand gesture of status, if you will.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I can see why said person was angry at you. You are quite rich.
Yeah, and here's an internal monologue is, why is everyone here rich so far?
Alright. With that, you kind of don't hear anything, or it's kind of quiet in the house.
Then he'd probably take the time to kind of give a vague tour
Okay.
of the downstairs.
You guys walk out. It does taper off. You're kind of like in the center of the house. It kind of goes, and you understand it kind of turns. It kind of makes a crescent. You kind of go. You're leaning down one of the hallways. You guys just looking around. You do see some pictures, and you're kind of walking by them. Susha, what you do is you walk by this picture. It looks like it moves for a minute.
I jolt a little, like,
You gonna look at it?
yeah.
Looks to be this one you're looking at it. It looks to be a young elven lad. Kind of look like they're with an older elven, and looks like they have a bow and arrow. And you slowly see it looks like it's actually moving, and looks like they're shooting the bows.
Did she stop to look at it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Evil's is gonna stop too.
and you kind of see
What'd
this
you see?
moving.
It's
And you see them moving. I'm shooting. It looks like a target in the distance, and it kind of hits, and you see like the kid put their arms up in the air, and you do see the older elf. We give him a hug and just apparently tell him good job, with no words though, just movement. Then it just goes back to the original. When I first played.
how is that picture moving?
Did you ask that pretty loudly?
Yes.
Oh.
It's a magical paint that Ralnor uses.
My butler made all these paintings.
Is that you in the picture?
He kind of looks embarrassed. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, you're so cute.
Good
Doesn't
shot.
comment.
It's
Like kind of overload is like.
You gotta go on. There's more pictures as you're going. Each one moves as well.
So your
I had to look at everyone.
butler did all of these?
Yes, it's his hobby.
It's a really incredible skill.
Are all these paintings like happy-go-lucky, or
You find one is kind of most of them are kind of moments. You see one that's looks like when Belle was graduated. It looks like he's given a book by the older elf.
Who's that? Is that your dad in the picture?
It's supposed to be the same older elf in all of them.
Still a valid question.
And one of the pictures you do see is a young elf. Looks like a sword. Looks like they're sword fighting with a elven woman, and kind of doing it, and kind of knocks the sword down, and knocks the young elf down, and kind of after all gets back up and assumes another fighting stance again.
Oof, man, that's a rough picture to have. Just get knocked down forever.
not?
But get back up again.
That's true.
He'd say no. It's not my dad. It's not my dad.
Do you
No,
have
it's
a
not.
dad?
Yes, I do have a father. He lives in this town on like
Yeah,
the other side.
But not here.
Correct. My parents aren't together.
Ah,
Then who's that man in the paintings?
That's Ralmar, my butler.
are you on good terms with your father?
He thinks he is. Your father thinks he is.
I would say not really, but he may think differently.
Right.
You get kind of. You get sending Belle. Are you home?
Yes, and I've brought some acquaintances. I'm sorry for the racket.
Yeah, after a while, you gotta get into your message. It says, I am on the second floor. I have a guest. Courtesy of your father.
Oh,
Another worker for the estate.
Okay.
You're being a guest. I'm giving an art lesson on the second floor.
Okay.
Is it you West Wing?
Okay. Then I'll leave you to that. I'll see you later.
Oh, so you can bring your friends.
Oh, is that what he said? I thought
He's
he
like,
meant
yeah,
like stay down.
Come bring your friend. You can come over
okay.
here.
Valkyrie
Then
looks at
we'll
you
be up soon.
confused. What was that? Are we going to the kitchen?
If you all wouldn't mind meeting Ralnor, we can go up to the second floor. He's just teaching
I'd be
somebody.
happy to.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fine gentleman.
I'll lead the way.
Are you gonna take him back to the foyer? Show
On
him
the
how to
way
get up
back.
to the second floor.
On the way back, you'd also be like, "Who's he teaching?"
I don't know. And did he say a new
New worker.
a new worker? Yeah. I guess a new worker? It's news to me.
You can take him upstairs. Which way are you gonna take? You can take the front stairs.
What other stairs are there?
You know there's other stairs on ways. I'm gonna say for sakes you're gonna go
Yeah.
back to the front.
Yeah.
You see Belle kind of conjure some magic and put it into a crystal near the front door, where you see like the second layer would be, and then you see one of the railways kind of go into the wall, and you see how the wall in there look like whole stairs kind of come down, and just you see from out of them comes another rail, so it just kind of makes its way down.
God, this place is for ableists.
Well, think of it this way. Anybody who doesn't know magic can't get you up on the second floor.
Don't you have some sort of crystal they could hold? What about your employees?
I know magic.
Jeez.
Mostly glances at Okri and rustles her wings a little bit.
I look at Okri. Does he like to stand?
What are you looking at? Let's carry on.
You do notice these stairs aren't attached to anything. They kind of came out of the wall and are just kind of floating there.
So extra.
You kind of test them out. They seem pretty sturdy. You just see Belle just walk up and nod.
I'm just gonna walk up nonchalantly then, trying not to look impressed. Gonna roll deception too.
That's fair.
Just
Or performance, I guess.
Performance.
A deception.
Yeah, I guess deception.
You've also just idly states that she can see why this place is a statement.
16.
Wow.
Statement, yes.
Wow.
16 in my deception on looking
Anyone's free to roll inside if you really want.
not
Inside the door.
impressed.
I kind of
Sure.
want to.
You know what? After that drunken confession,
Belle wouldn't have any reason otherwise to like
no.
roll, especially when
9.
he's excited to get to the second floor.
I'm rolling really bad tonight.
I rolled really good. I just rolled a 16. I have nothing in deception.
I don't know.
Now everyone's just like, wow, we all believe you, I guess.
Harry doesn't care.
You make your way to the second story. It's just as immaculate as the first one. You see even more pictures, and which means a very fine rug. Looks to be kind of a black with kind of red designs in it. Kind of goes very well with the white walls. You kind of make your way down to the west wing and go down, and you do find one of the rooms that you know would be kind of the art area that he usually likes painting. Door seems to be kind of open.
Kind of do like a polite couple knocks.
Over here, come in, come in.
I'd open the door and walk
He's
in.
kind of open. He's pushed away. Ah, young Master Daron. He walks up to you. There's a bow. There's a polite bow to you. And friends,
Hi,
welcome.
bow.
What does this
Daron
person
Street.
look
Also
like?
does back.
See a
bow.
very thin, kind of tall elf. He's like 6'9".
Jeez.
Wow.
Tall. He's very tall.
I'd say mine.
His hair is long and white. And the odd thing is his eyes look kind of crescent.
Look into my eyes.
I am Raldor, Alabedor. I am head butler here at the Daron Estate. The Daron Estate. Yes. And he's going to bring you over here. He's kind of motioning you to another figure. This another figure kind of looks like they're kind of painting. This is actually, I forgot what I was going to name her.
Oh, so it's not important.
God didn't name them, therefore they aren't worthy.
Hi, my name is Nobody. Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is 3 minutes. Nice to meet you.
My name is.
Merith. I'm going to say her. Merith.
Mirith.
A Merith?
Merith.
Mirith.
Mirith.
Oh no.
Marith. Which is it, DM?
Merith.
Merith,
So
okay.
Merith, you walk up and Merith, come meet young Master Daron. And she turns around. You see a human, but with gray skin. She's wearing kind of a maid outfit. It would be kind of all white. So black eyes, kind of like a reverse colors.
They have gray skin. What do their eyes look like?
Their eyes are, let me just kind of kind of blue eyes. Her blue eyes, they kind of light up a little bit. She kind of walks forward. She has all white hair and just does a polite bow.
Like,
Speaking Elvish. Hello, Master Daron. Welcome back.
It's nice to meet you, Mary.
And this she is, he kind of points aside. Your father stopped by as you were away and dropped her off.
Oh.
He called her a home thrall. I believe something him and his business partners are working over in the Phaon back in the homeland. From what I understand, she is some sort of homunculus. And he says it's been taking off quite well, and he wished for you to show it off. That's pretty much how big it is. But I'm finding her quite unique, as I believe given time she can become her own person.
No, that would be nice.
He just nods and, well, you must have journeyed far. I could make some food for everyone.
that would be quite lovely.
I'd appreciate that.
Of course, I suppose, what would you, what's your preference?
Cooked ham.
Alright, we can do that.
If you've got a dish that you prefer preparing, I'd like to try that.
Of course. He kind of rubs on one of his rings. Cooks are starting. If you wish to see down there, they'll have your food ready.
Actually, would you mind if I observed your painting?
Meredith is painting now. I was merely showing her. She has a long way to go.
Still, Belle told us about your techniques in making the paintings move, and that's actually really fascinating.
Thank you. You didn't need to go that far, Master. It's nothing at all.
They asked, so I answered.
He also nods at that.
I thank you for liking my art. Meredith, that'll be enough. I suppose I'll see you down below.
Yeah.
Unless you had any message for me.
That we would
No,
be
I
staying here for a bit.
Shall I play the guest rooms?
If you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
Of course. He kind of puts his hand on your shoulders. Welcome home, young master. Kind of nods to each of you and kind of walks off with Marith following him. Marith's kind of she's pretty much meatball size, 5'1". So she kind of looks really short compared to him, so they can walk away.
To the dining room.
Well, she's gonna pop around, look at the painting that they were working on.
I'm curious too.
You go up there. It looks like he was painting a tree, kind of trees. I think he started painting trees at first. You do see he's kind of blank from the one tree it's painting. It looks like one of the branches is kind of moving a little bit the more you look at it.
Did it look like Marith picked up any of the painting at all?
Yeah, Marith was actually painting.
Is he gonna add
Did it
little
turn
happy
off?
friends with the tree?
Oh, there's a tree right now.
Yeah, what does Marith's canvas look like?
Oh, that is Marith's.
Oh, okay.
He was pointing out. You see, he
Oh,
was
okay.
kinda,
So she was actually doing
yeah, she
really
was
well.
out doing all the painting. He was
Oh, okay.
kind of pointing out.
I talk to Ibosa and say, Ibosa, can you, when you talk to the Shah, can you see if you can ask about Dragonspire for me?
Sure. I've only got so many words I can get the messages across with, so we're gonna have to figure out exactly what we want to ask.
All right, I'm just gonna say you guys all pretty much probably just get shown back down.
Yes.
Down to the main dining hall. As you approach, you do see a table that's just levitating there. There's no legs or anything on it.
I'm gonna crawl underneath. Just check it out.
I'm also actually gonna crouch down and look at it
I'm
too.
gonna lay on my back and kind of just waggle my arms and legs.
Sora's interested. He kind of like, on the opposite side, pushes down. See,
It does not move.
it does not move. Okay.
I'm just gonna crawl back out and stand up.
You saw some crystals underneath of it, kind of on the corners and one in the center.
Okay.
Are there any filled cups on the table yet?
No, but as you guys all come out, looks to be kind of one of the doors opens, and you see a cart kind of come in, kind of just moving on its own. It looks kind of be you can't really see, like the silver carts. You can't really see the bottom part though. Looks like there's like the wheels are covered, so you don't know what's going
With a
on.
skirt, kind of.
Yeah, kind of skirt on it, and kind of more metal though around it. There's like a shelf in the top part, and there's a cover on it. Yeah.
Belle?
Kind of
I'm
wall
just-
comes up towards the table.
Just curious. Everything here seems to be run with magic. Is your butler, as the head butler, are there other people helping him?
No.
And
There-
you're-
There aren't any cooks?
Are you all staying at the chairs?
I-
As you say that, you see two little hands, and a little creature come up,
We've
little
also
black creature,
really wide.
kind of walks up, and as you do kind of look at this, you see from the bottom where you see the metal skirt, more of these creatures come out from it and start crawling, and the kind of the top part of this cart just
I want a
opens
little
up.
history what these things are.
All right,
Yeah, I kind
and
of.
they seem to be kind of grabbing the food, and kind of bringing it towards you.
That one, I don't know.
But I guess, I mean, technically,
So with the 27
Groundlord
on
is the
history, what do we
person.
know about
These
these
are
things?
homunculus. You know, they're created by.
Technically, they would be homunculi.
Yes, there's one. There, there's a bunch of them, and usually spellcasters make them to help them out, but you've never seen this many in one spot. Kind of moving around, and it looks like they have like little hooks that kind of grab the plate from moving, and they're just kind of bringing them to you, sliding it to you, kind of crawling. One looks like it kind of bringing a cup. One's carrying a cup. Just like they kind of just walk, like kind of jump up to the table, and they're bringing each a cup. The other one just kind of seems kind of walking towards you. It has a bottle actually in through it. Coming to the end of the bottle is coming out of his chest. So it's kind of pops out and just filling up each of your cups because that goes wrong.
Are these things sanitary?
yes.
I messaged Okria with the sending stone. Weird dog. I rolled a 1 in my history on that thing.
These aren't dogs. These are magically artificial created creatures.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
Who called them a dog?
He goes and drinks it.
Just empty cup.
Well, the cup's not empty. It's full now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like,
You taste a very fine wine.
I'm gonna take a cup. I was like, this is really good.
you used to see Sora just like, I'm gonna, and hold the sending stone because he doesn't really need to move his mouth. I'm gonna be going to the restroom right now.
All right. Are you saying to everybody?
Yes.
I'm gonna show off. You can tell me to spit on the floor.
action.
If you want to.
Would Bill?
I would ask him to
Probably not.
stop first, and then if he doesn't wish to go walk over to the bathroom, to tell him to try spitting on the floor.
He does, so he goes around the room and you just hear a.
He
And
kind of
then-
winces, just kind of like, ooh.
As you sit there in the other room, like away, everyone kind of looking, you see another one of those chandeliers above you. Kind of looks, and you see kind of heads pop out of it. And they kind of climb down down the wall. And you see like long tongues. And they kind of clean up this mess. And they kind of go back in their body. They look at you and just like crawl back up and go away.
Still in my history roll, I messaged Okri to see. Bullshit, that is a dog.
And Okri puts down the glass. On second thought, I don't think I'll eat here. If that says the
You didn't see it, it was
main
what you
means
saw.
of cleaning.
You didn't
I would have gotten
Oh,
up.
you would've went and
yeah.
looked?
After seeing it crawl down, I would have gotten up and watched that. So,
I promise you that everything is sanitary here.
by Morden's ass it is.
Did you
No offense to you, but those things creep me the fuck out.
I guess I am kind of used to them existing.
So you
I'm sorry about that.
You grew up with this?
Yeah.
Question.
Yep.
Did I have these at my
No.
Okay.
Oh, do I have them too?
All right.
I don't know if I've seen them before.
I'm gonna say you guys just are eating the meal, and it's very, very nice.
I don't
good.
eat.
I asked for water
There it
instead.
is. You're saying what?
I asked for water instead of wine.
Bring you water.
Instead, I move it aside. I bring out my own plate from my bag of holding, and the fresh food, all the way from the feast inside
The party barge?
the party bar.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And I start eating it.
All right. We're gonna end this episode there. We went a little long just so you guys could see Belle's house.
It's fucking blowing my mind, man.
All right, thank you for joining us for this episode of Swordfeet Adventures. Join us for the next one. You have a good day. All right.
Disgusting.
Another one.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm good.